you for coming out tonight. My name's Alyssa. I'm the concert director here. We also need to thank WXRT Radio. We're very lucky to have such a great radio station here in Chicago. And tonight we want to give special appreciation to Timothy and Catherine Davis for their generous support. So please thank them. While you're here tonight, I just want to let you know about some other shows you might want to pick up tickets for. For those of you who don't have tickets to the 10 p.m., you might want to get that because it's a totally different show. It's all requests. So you can grab those at the box office on your way out. I know a lot of you already have tickets to both. And we also have Joe Pug and Henry Rollins spoken word coming up and a lot more. So pick up a brochure on your way out or while you're getting a drink before the second show. And I think we are ready to welcome a true gentleman, one of the most wonderful performers that's ever graced this stage, Robyn Hitchcock.
By the British, imprisoned on Elba, he died on the floor. And Chamberlain came crawling from Munich with one piece of paper. He waved at the camera, peace in our time. Oh, thank you, Herr Hitler. Tell that to the Polish, tell that to the Jews. You take your babes up to the bathroom, then you lead them into the bedroom. Narrowly babes, for pleasure and profit, correctly applied, could bring good results. Cynthia Mask, you're wearing your Cynthia Mask. Cynthia Mask, you're dressed as yourself. You walk down the pavement, you smile like a ball, you grin like a melon. The people that pass, they think that they know you. They're too busy thinking to see who you are. I'll reach your lungs like smoke in the orchard, scattered in bushes, the firemen laughing. I'll wrap your hands in personal signals. Don't come to me later, but come to me. Cynthia Mask, you're wearing your Cynthia Mask. Cynthia Mask, and a Cynthia Mask. I know how she feels, but can't say a word because nothing is real in here. Not even her. Disguise yourself as you or another, a brick or a spider, in hunger and silence. The yawning cross, the hill of pebbles. Inside you forever, inside you is if you've just arrived, you've missed the first song, so if you want, you should get like a $2.50 deductible from me to see Lisa afterwards. So Englishness plays various ways in the United States. Sometimes it can be too English and people don't get it. Other times it works very well, like it did for Monty Python and the Beatles, and it did for me. But I started appearing here in the mid-80s, and by the late 80s I was a comfortable fixture. Many of you would have seen me at the Metro or the Vic in 1984. Makes you feel under 55 again. I don't even remember that. But one of the great joys of getting older is peering down from the wrong side of ages you thought nobody but the senile reached. And my God, oh, to be 55, to be springy, potent, full of life, young. Ah, yeah, what blood would I drink to be 55? Maybe somebody here. But you know, there it was, and but inevitably, I think, obviously, I assume that what I do is good in some way, but the fact that it was coated in this sort of English veneer probably made what we did seem exotic to people. And inevitably, but because, and so often happens with British bands coming over here, you know, they start going back to Britain and singing songs about Portland and you know, Gallup, New Mexico and things, and they don't seem quite like what they were. You know? And mind you, a lot of us sing about that anyway, and then we wind up there. But you, so you know, and instead of come back home developing American girlfriends and say restroom and all that kind of thing. I've said nothing but restroom since 1988. So I've been, you know, I became increasingly marinated in over here, and the record that I'm performing tonight, was kind of the pivotal point where I stopped being an exotic Brit and started to become a sort of slightly creepy immigrant. And I was beginning to feed back to y'all a lot of what... Well, I say y'all, I say that in Britain because actually in Britain the equivalent is you lot, which is slightly more dismissive. You lot coming out or what? Whereas if I say y'all coming out, it sounds more welcoming and friendly. Never underestimate the bonhomie of the South, especially at election time. And so this is the record of me not necessarily Americanizing, but at least sort of materializing over here and what it did to my little British molecules, which I'm going to now perform more or less as it was. I apologise for the bits where I deviate from the script and bits I just inevitably get wrong, but essentially I know what I'm doing. And incidentally, this record was all recorded in San Francisco, in California, not San Francisco in Surrey. deserve. Time is round and space is curved. Honey, have you got the nerve to be Queen Elvis? See that man that mows his lawn? He'll hang in drag before the dawn. Some are made and some are born to be Queen Elvis. It could break your mother's heart. It's already broken your father's heart. Coming out's the hardest part when you're Queen Elvis. Justify your special ways. Justify your special ways. Getting blowjobs from the press. Oh, I'm jealous, can't you guess? I'd never squeeze into your dress. Not now, Queen Elvis. Justify your special way. Oh, justify your special way. Everybody must get stoned, all together, all alone, battling beside the throne of Queen Elvis. Oh, and I'll sculpt you so very hard. Oh, and I'll sculpt you till you people get what they deserve. Time is round and space is curved. Honey, have you got the nerve to be Queen Elvis? Linda Ryan in the sky, I've seen her laughing, but I've never seen her cry. She took a fireman, it was a half-empty flight, he brought his hose along. Everything just turned out right. I'm just watching leather and a German tongue, laughing pleasure when he's rubbery and young. He played the over, I thought he would. He does it better than a guitarist like me could. I'm just watching, don't mind me. I'm just watching on my own. Flesh, cartoons, flesh, cartoons. Life is easy, life goes by, Linda Ryan, she's still up there in the sky. Thank you, Linda, she doesn't age, despite the weather. She looks the same on every page. Just watching, I've got no feelings, I've got no friends, I've got insurance, and I despise those who depend. Life's a movie, life's a dream. I love you, baby. Things are always what they seem. I'm just watching, don't mind me. I'm just watching on my own. Flesh, cartoons, flesh, cartoons. Loony, oh loony, oh loony, oh loony, oh. Oh, I said loony, oh loony, oh loony, oh loony, oh. Yeah, I said loony, oh 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 loony, oh. Thanks. The O'Looney, actually, Gwendolyn O'Looney was Linda Ryan's aunt, and she, or aunt. The problem is saying aunt, especially for us, is that there's then no difference sonically between a, you know, an aunt and an aunt. Unless there's some folks down south actually say aunt, I think. So meantime, Linda's aunt, because she was down south, she was the mayor of Athens, Georgia in 1988-89. I had a Gwendolyn O'Looney sticker on the notebook I wrote those lyrics on. Linda is indeed looking good. I saw her in San Francisco last week. She looks fantastic, and she has survived with a positive attitude and a strong Irish Catholic background. So that's that one. Sometimes people wonder, I mean, the point about my songs is everything I'd sing in them is actual, you know, it's just, it's true, it's what happened. They're not metaphors or anything like that. I am purely sitting there like a 6-year-old kid making a note of what goes on in front of me, and then I go away and sing it. That's all. Let me see if I can play this one. This was also fun. Don't wait up any longer. I'm not coming home. You know you're always stronger when you're on your own. You said the sweet that's what you said. Here's a relationship with a gun to his head. Before I pass the sentence, have you anything to add? It wasn't easy, but it wasn't fun. But when you start this thing, see what you've done. You're the executioner of love. You're childhood is over. There's no way There's nowhere you can hide. There's nowhere you can hide. It crawls towards you, bleeding, begging for a kiss. Even if you don't mean it, it's only just a kiss. I know how Judas felt, but he got paid. I'm doing this for free, just like Live Aid. I'm the executioner of love. The executioner of love. The executioner.
So, transatlantic travel being what it was, I was soon breaking up with two people at the same time. As the Beach Boys remarked, fun, 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 till the daddy takes the T-bird away. Only there weren't any T-birds.
You know, I used to call my baby up, and we get real close, just like the telephone was a sofa, and we'd leave our minds wide open, and our thoughts would mingle in the evening air, and we'd say, hey baby, come on in and help yourself to my soul. And we'd say, hey baby, come on in and help yourself to my soul. But these days, even saying hello, how are you? I'm fine, thanks, and how are you? Takes a lot of sweat. Ain't that a shame? Ain't that a shame? But in Linctus House, in my flesh hotel, I don't care anymore. You know, my baby and me, as Kimberly would say, curl up like two dogs, and our eyes would reflect each other in the warm, long heat of love. Yes, the warm, long heat of love. And I would hear the rain fall on the leaves outside, but couldn't stir to close the window, 'cause I'd shiver if I left her side. But now I shake if we should meet, and I spend most of my time in the bushes. Ain't that a shame? Know what you do. Ain't that a shame? Know what you've done. But in Linctus House, in my flesh hotel, I don't care. I understand how sometimes everything turns out to be nothing, you said, but I wonder if you do. And if we understood each other, there'd be no need to talk. But even that, even talking is out of reach. Do I say it with flowers, or should I try and say it with nails? I'm not the kind to try and push you around, I'm a Pisces. But I don't want to make myself vulnerable. And if I was on my knees, you'd have a good view of my skull. And I happen to know you're carrying a chisel. But in Linctus House, in my flesh hotel, I don't care. Ain't that a shame? Know what you're doing. Ain't that a shame? Know what you've done. Ain't that a shame? Know what you're doing. Ain't that a shame? Know what you've done.
If you remember this far back, this was around that rather coy time when record companies felt to justify the extra expensive compact discs, they put some extra tracks on. So I'm now singing the songs that were between side 1 and side 2 of the album. Interestingly, about 15 years later that reversed, and now you find the extra tracks are actually on the vinyl. But I think you have to remember, when a song is written, it doesn't know whether it's going to be that situation. Its status is not predetermined. They all start with equal opportunities, like in the United States. Yeah, this was written in a chair in a hotel. I mean, I wasn't standing on it. I was sitting in New York in a hotel that's since been demolished to make way for another hotel.
I'm sorry, we're closing you down and we're going to replace you with yourself.
But you know, if you watch an accelerated film of people, that's what we do. We just, like all mammals, we just come out of ourselves. It's almost perfect. The only problem is we live at such a speed we can see it happening. But if you looked at everything with the speed or the sloth of the stone hills, absolutely nothing would matter. Hence, everybody must get stoned. I don't advocate the use of drugs in any way.
On the horizon of the transparent lovers in the hotel room underneath the covers. Who should I see but the transparent lovers? Try to belong to her, you won't recover. See you reflected in your transparent lovers. Gone, boy, gone, gone. Fade, Lord, fade. Gone, Lord, gone, gone. You're gonna lose her like you lost your mother, but you'll remember your transparent lover. All men are killers of their killers' brothers. I'm gonna die for my transparent lover. My transparent lover. Gone, Lord, gone, gone. Fade, boy, fade. Gone, Lord, gone, gone. Faintly above the cliffs they held each other. One is the angels that transparent lover. Summery phantom as she fades, she hovers. I'm gonna find her, my transparent lover. My transparent lover.
So at this point I was in a completely suspended state from everything that was going on around me, which was really good condition to write songs in. And it didn't necessarily help me discover who I was or who I wasn't, but I got in touch with something which kept me going. It was probably there all along and it's probably still here, but it's always nice to know that there is that door inside you if you need it. And for me it sounded like this.
Sweet ghost of life, when you appear, you fall around me everywhere. I see your face as you pass by, as fragile as a dragonfly. You jab me in the kidneys like a compass or an iron spike, but I can't help believing you, because I love I've lived too long. I'll die for you inside this song, the sweetest death that I can dream, like petals flowing down the stream that turn to blood as they dissolve. For it's around you I revolve. Ghost of light, you never fade. By nothing else are you betrayed. You fill me till I'm empty, and you empty me like grains of sand. I love you more than anyone beneath the moon, beneath the sun.
Okay, so this is the beginning of side 2, and things are beginning to look up. Oh boy, harmonica changes have held it a lot since then. I guess. I think they make it a different shape now. I don't know if you can see there's this little kind of cutaway bit here on either side, and it's so they can pass through a thing that shape. It's like a harmonica holder tunnel. And they've adapted to survive, and like this, so they can pass through it. You know that expression in New York, the bridge and tunnel crowd, and this, I guess, is for the tunnel crowd, harmonica holders coming into Manhattan on Saturday night to whoop it up. And they go back to Siberia to have a cigarette. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Well, I thought I knew all about everything, but I'm in love with a beautiful girl. She's staring through a crack in the sky. Yeah, she's staring through a crack in the sky. Well, I thought I knew all about everything, but I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Well, I thought I knew all about everything, but I was wrong. I thought I knew all about everything. I thought I knew all about everything, but I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Yes, I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Well, I thought I knew all about everything, but I'm in love with a beautiful girl. She's
she's in love with a wonderful guy. Oh, she's in love with a wonderful guy. Well, I hope she's in love with him. I think she's in love with, I'm in love with a beautiful girl. I'm a charming and dangerous guy. Yes, I'm a charming and dangerous guy. If you don't expect too much, it's alright. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Yes, I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Well, I thought I knew all about everything, but I'm in love with a beautiful girl. So we're going through a hole in the sky. Yeah, we're going through a hole in the sky. And we'll be out there for the longest while, 'cause I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Yes, I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Well, I thought I knew all about everything, but I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Yes, I'm in love with a beautiful girl. I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Well, I thought I knew all about everything, but I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Yes, I'm in love with a beautiful girl. Oh, I thought I knew all about everything, but I'm in love with a beautiful girl.
This is set on the west coast of Norway, and I had actually already recorded it once or twice before. It hadn't been released, so I put it on this record. I've also recorded it a few times since.
I'm on the rainy Twilight coast, sending out postcards to the one I love. And the rain falls up from the ground. No one sees it, 'cause there's no one around. Just one thing, baby, you forgot my heart. And I remember they said work hard and die suddenly, because it's fun. And so I tried it, I did what I could. Ain't no difference, it never did any good. Just one thing, baby, you forgot my heart. Just one thing, baby, you forgot my heart. 'cause I'm a fish, baby, with a shimmering skin. And I find an opening, and I slide right in. The sea is my mother, be green and wild. There's so many ways you can screw up a child. Just one thing, baby, you forgot my heart. Just one thing, baby, you forgot my heart. Just one thing, baby, you forgot my heart. Just one thing, baby, you forgot my heart.
This is another true narration. It's all true, it's simply a matter of how you edit the truth together. Every word was actually said, not necessarily in the order in which it was spoken. Truth, like democracy, is relative. But how can a true democracy flourish in a thicket of misinformation? Fox News. Two words that shouldn't be so close together. The man next door came round one night to ask me for a drink. I said I didn't anymore. He said, Robyn, that's what you think. A tendril curled around his leg as he got up to leave. He said a friend of yours was here. We all called him Steve. Clean Steve, Clean Steve. They don't come any earlier than me. Better watch out, all you space guys. Clean Steve is a mineral mine. My cousin Bruce came round to stay, the father of my son. He tore apart a stethoscope and he pointed up at the sun. There's tentacles between our worlds, he said, so I believe. I replied that the man next door's best friend was making videos with Clean Steve. You could have knocked him down with a feather if you'd had one. Clean Steve lent me £1 in 1974. That was a lot of money then. I was extremely poor. We had a party 3 years later. Clean Steve wore a robe. He brought along his new
Munich low cassette and he played it in the road. Clean Steve, Clean Steve, you won't come any earlier than me. Better wash out all you space cats. Clean Steve is a mineral mine. Well, I called up Mark Ellen, but he wasn't really home. So I had a long conversation with his wife Claire upon the telephone. Clean Steve was outside the house, washing both his feet. We all had dinner with him once, it tasted good and sweet. There's some real people in this world, and some who are pretend. Clean Steve is making videos with the man next door's best friend. He's good at playing frisbee, and his teeth are shining bright. I think he comes from Leatherhead, a small town off the M25 which completely surrounds London, rather like a donut would surround the top of the Chrysler building, should you be able to insert it through that delicate little hole. If all my facts are right, Clean Steve, Clean Steve, they don't come any earlier than me. Better watch out all you space cats. Clean Steve is a mineral mine. This next song appeared on the record, but it wasn't really part of it. It's now history finds it on that record. I wrote this actually on a train between Boston and New York, and I think it reflects that kind of environment. It's very much to do with orgasmic passion. I hope I've got the chords the right way around. I mean, there may be some fumbling. In agony of pleasure, I crumble to my knees. I lick your frozen treasure. You cut my furry bees. But one bee bubbles so far, your fleshy brimming cup. It falls into the clover and lands all downside up. It crawls across your stomach, not far above the food that you are still digesting inside your large intestine. And into your hydration draws its furry legs. You're crouching like a stranger that aches to lay her eggs. In symphony, in ecstasy of pressure, you quiver in the jam, while naked angels measure a piece of rotting hand. In symphonies of chanting, you play with my disease, while back across your belly there crawl the dusky bees. Seems like you were in a glass hotel. It seems like there was someone else as well. It seems like everything was going well. It seems like you were up there in your glass hotel. It seems like a dream. Oh, the radio was playing in the darkness of the hall. There was someone standing with you who just wasn't there at all, and you were laughing. Geranium came out of it, reminded me of you, and I was crying. Seems like you were in a glass hotel. It seems like there was someone else as well. It seems like and there's nothing in the past. There is only this one moment, and you gotta make it last. And you were laughing in the glass hotel. the satellite seems a little further down the beach. Every day the satellite seems a little further out of reach. Satellites and stacks, I'm growing Betsy in a bag. She don't mind as long as things are round. Every day the satellite, a jerky little canister of gold. Who's to be the satellite with inches of hole? Betsy growing cold. I'm into you so far, I'm out the other side, and orbiting is just a waste of time. Next time I get into you, I swear to God I won't come out again. Swear to God I won't come out again. Satellites and stacks, I'm growing Betsy in a bag, and she don't mind as long as things are round. Every day the satellite seems a little further out of reach.
And this was the last track.
Aquarium, you struck a greasy ray just at the end of day, way down in Monterey. Fish went through the trees, the planes went through the seas, and you were still with me. Everything revolves around the sun. You know I'm gonna miss you when I'm gone. Everything revolves. I never knew a thing about you. Never knew a thing about you. I headed in a dream towards you. I wonder if I ever saw you. But I never knew a thing about you. She said she's gonna soar her head off. She only does it for attention. Like other people I could mention. She wasn't feeling good to start with. You're not someone I want to part with. But I never knew a thing about you. I never knew a thing about you. All you need is love, but all you get is afraid. Everything revolves around the sun. You know I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. Everything revolves.
Change my shirt back. I wasn't waiting. I assume you're all just coming back for the second show. I'm going to avoid playing any of this in the second half. Here's actually, these are... Okay, quickly, these are two songs that are from that same session that didn't wind up, they wound up on a different record, but it's all the same stuff. Just in case you thought I was going to change the mood. I'm sorry, the second show will be utterly different. Even yourselves will feel utterly different. And the people who don't make it for the second show will have a fantastic time wondering what it was like. And the way you imagine it will be even better than it is going to be. It will be fantastic. You're going to take it away and make it into a kind of cream lily. Okay.
Yesterday it seemed so cool and everything was fabulous. Built a brick and made for an eternity. Give an inch and take an inch, and what you got is where you were. universe is based on sun and entropy. It falls apart as it goes on. Yesterday I saw the devil in the nude. It was embarrassing, I turned away. He was leering in the mirror when I looked again. Everything you say you want is what you will eventually. Honesty is money in the cemetery. If he treats you horribly, he's probably a Scorpio. He's a long kebab through your ovaries. The same goes out, the same goes in. Yesterday I saw the devil in a mood. He wasn't angry, but he stood around, biting off the legs of all his furry chums. I remember everything as if it happened years ago. Probably it did, so I remember it. You adjust your feelings and that gives you vertigo. Falling off a high place and into it, just as I fell into you. Yesterday I saw the devil in my food. I wasn't hungry, but I played with it. Blood red horns gouged through me scrambled. Yesterday I saw the devil in our bed. I could have strangled him, I'm English though. So I made him coffee and I made him toast. Lost Madonna of the walls. I wonder where we crossed. I wonder where she lost me. Lost Madonna of the walls. She's dying in the frost. I wonder what she cost. Is this love? Gone Madonna of the swans. She waves a magic wand and then she settles on me. Wise Madonna of the flies, I look into her eyes. She doesn't recognize me. Is this love? Is this love? I wonder where we crossed. I wonder where she lost me. Lost Madonna of the Wasps. She's dying in the frost. I wonder what she cost me.